Let's talk about the PTE reading and more specifically about the fill in the blanks. Today, in this video, I will be sharing some of my top tips as to how you can ace this particular task. Let's start learning. Alright, so before we get started, I just want to give a shout out to one of our students who commented and specifically requested for this kind of video. So this one is specifically for you, buddy. And it also means that if anyone else has some other requests, then please drop it in the comments below. Let's first take a look at the basics. What happens here is you will get a passage on the screen with a few missing blanks. You've got certain words that are there below the passage, and all you have to do is click them, drag them, and put it into the respective blanks. As simple as that, correct? Now these passages are not very lengthy and it will be mostly into the academic context. If you want to know more about this particular task, about the timing, etc., then all you have to do is check out this video of mine wherein I talk about the full details of this particular task. Alright, now there is also another task which happens in the reading and the writing called the fill in the blanks. Mostly they both look the same, but there are some small differences. But today I'm just going to be focusing more on the reading part of it. Okay, so the first thing that you have to do, or rather how you can build yourself to become a pro in this task, is read something new every single day. Make it a habit to read something new. It can be from any website or a newspaper, but make sure that you are exposed to a variety of different topics. It can be anything, like I said, science, fiction, anything. But why I'm saying to have a variety of different topics is so that you can get different vocabulary. This is one way how you can start building your vocabulary to make sure that you understand the meaning of the entire sentence. Okay? The next thing you can do is, this is connected to the first one, that is to develop good vocabulary. Now, this particular task that you get has, like I told you, passages and mostly into academic contexts. You might be familiar with it, but it need not be the case every single time. So that is why it's always a good idea to read different sorts of articles and improve your vocabulary. Try to have a kind of a mini dictionary in your head so that you know what different words are. The third thing that you can do is start with the easiest one first. Now, you've got a lot of blanks and you've got words at the bottom. There will be some of them that you know that this is going to be the answer for sure. Start with that one. Fill in those ones first and then go to the difficult ones. Now, why should you do that? Well, firstly, because you are guaranteeing certain marks for yourself. And secondly, when you start filling in the easier ones, you've got very few options left for the difficult ones. This will in turn make your task much more simple. Okay? The fourth one is use a simple logic. Okay, now if you're not confident of your grammar, you can still fill in the blanks by just using some simple logic. Okay, read that sentence with the blank and ask yourself, what kind of word do you think will be needed here? How can I complete this particular sentence? Okay, like say for example, if the sentence describes some particular action, then ask yourself that, what is needed, or who is performing the action, or what is it that is being done. Try to ask yourself those questions, and that is another way how you can get a logical answer. The next tip that I would like to give is, wait a minute, before we jump into that, if you are getting value out of this video, then please support us by hitting that like button. Okay, brilliant. Now the fifth one that you can do is, well, improve your grammar, right? Now that is something that we all are struggling sometimes with, but that is something, even though that we are struggling with it, it is very, very important. Simple things like understanding a noun, a verb, an adjective or adverb, or the simple subject-verb agreement. Simple things like a sentence should have a subject, a verb, and an object. These simple things are very much important for you. If you want to learn more about grammar, you can just go online or do some reading, not just from online, but also buy some books. This is very, very important for this task. The sixth thing that you have to keep your eye out for are collocations and expressions. Collocations are basically used for speech, basically into speech, like for example, some idioms or some common expressions. You can give it a quick search on the internet and you can get a long list of PTE collocations, from the internet. However, I would like to stress on the fact that you don't have to by heart all of it, but just have an idea of all these different collocations. The seventh one that you can do is, when you get the task, skim read. Okay, you need to quickly read through that entire passage that is given to you so that you can understand the meaning of that particular text. Once you get that, then be more intense and read it more carefully. So in that way, you will be able to make some good guesses as to which might be the right answer. Okay? The eighth one that you can do is, please do not leave any blank spaces. Which means to say, attempt everything, because there is no negative marking. So make sure you answer all the questions, even if you are doing some guesswork, because you never know, sometimes that can come to your advantage. Before we jump on to the ninth tip, we would love to have you on our YouTube community. For that, all you have to do is subscribe to our channel and hit that notification icon there, that little bell, so that you will get a notification whenever we drop a new video. The ninth strategy that you can use is the elimination strategy. As in, for example, you've got all your words at the bottom, right? And you've got certain words that will come here in the blanks. Take a look. Will this match with this one? No. Strike it out. Take the next word. Will this come into this one? No. Strike it out. So in that way, what is happening is you are limiting your options for the answer. Now bear in mind, this is a little bit of a tedious task. It takes a bit of a time. So I would suggest using this only towards the end and not from the start. And the last tip that I would like to give is recheck. Review all the blanks that you have filled in. When you read it, think to yourself, is it making sense? Does it have some logic into it? Because that is the way how you can recheck your entire work. Now, since you have stuck around for this long, you are entitled to a bonus tip. And that bonus tip is, please don't spend more than 2 minutes on this question type. Remember, the passage that you get is not very lengthy. It is quite small. So giving that skim through read and then getting an overall idea of the paragraph will give you a good idea of the words that you are supposed to fill in. If you take more than 2 minutes, you're just wasting your time. You should get the answer in 2 minutes. So keep a track of your time. That is, you will see a small timer on the screen, and with that, make sure that you finish it off in 2 minutes. Let me know in the comment section how you found this session, and if you're still struggling with this particular task, let me know where exactly are you dropping behind. If you are serious about your goals and would like to get some expert advice and guidance in your PTE coaching, then get in touch with us. Log on to our website, drop us an inquiry, and boom, we'll get back to you. If this video was informative, please do help us and share it with your friends so that they can also learn something new. Check out some of our other videos that will be coming up. And till we meet again, this is your tutor, Noel, signing out. Ciao.